So today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the 5 best football card investments to make before next season starts. Before we get into that real quick, this week's giveaway is a Jamal Murray Prism Rookie PSA 10. All you have to do to enter is subscribe and like this video and comment the word done. We will be announcing the giveaway winners on my private Instagram at itskanalahuja. So definitely go ahead and follow it to stay tuned with the giveaway winners. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into this video. So the first is going to be a quite obvious one that you guys know I have been talking about for a while, and that is going to be Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence did have a very impressive postseason last season, and that is causing a lot of hype to enter into his market. Since the Jaguars, of course, beat the Chargers, we did see a big surge in money entering Trevor Lawrence's card market over the last 6 months or so. I believe leading into the season, we're going to see him being one of the hottest new quarterbacks in the league. And as we saw last season when Justin Herbert had a lot of hype heading into the regular season, his cards had gone up close to 50% in that one off season. So Trevor Lawrence's cards have already gone up between 20 and 30%. I see another 20% on the horizon, in the next coming months leading into the season. We've just seen his cards really expand as to who is investing in them. Of course, being the number 1 overall pick and having all that hype around him and then showing a glimpse of his potential, I believe, is going to be something that causes a lot of investors to want to invest in him before the season starts. So I recommend getting in a little bit sooner than later on Trevor Lawrence, because I think his card market will really start to heat up come August and September. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into the next pick, and that is going to be a little bit more of a speculative pick, but I believe it's a good calculated risk that you could take with Trey Lance. Now, as you guys know, with Trey Lance being the 3rd overall pick and him getting injured last season, his card market has really gone down, and I believe it's sitting at a current position where I think there's a great amount of upside. A lot of his cards are down close to 70% from peak, and I believe, heading into next season, if he does land the starting job, which I know is a little bit in the air, but I do believe with him being the 3rd overall pick and Purdy potentially still being a little injured, I believe we could see Trey Lance really get the starting job. And I believe if that announcement comes out that Trey Lance is going to be the 49ers starter, I believe a lot of his cards will really start to pick up in price. And you can find some great National Treasures RPAs for as low as $300-400. Now these cards were $1,000+ before last season, before his injury. So I believe if you can buy in at a crazy steep discount, it could be a worthwhile investment. And if he doesn't end up getting the starting job, or if something happens with the Niners, he will definitely find a job elsewhere. So regardless, with him being the 3rd overall pick, I believe it's going to be tough to go wrong, and getting in at these low prices is a smart move in my personal opinion. Now, without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next pick, and this is going to be more of one that I believe is a little bit less risky, because Russell Wilson, of course, has already won a Super Bowl, and he already has a whole career behind him, but his prices are extremely low right now, and Russell Wilson had a horrendous season last year, and so a lot of people are not really believing in Russell Wilson anymore, but I believe there's a very low risk here given what he's already accomplished in his career and the current low prices. But given the Broncos will have their star running back, they've got a new coach, there is a chance that Russell Wilson does, come back and have a great comeback season this year. And so I believe it's worth taking the risk just because of how low his current prices are, and him already making the Super Bowl twice, winning a Super Bowl, and already being a legendary quarterback. So I think regardless, his prices are not going to go down much. But you could play into the upside of him having a good season this year with changes made around him. And of course, with the Broncos defense being amazing, if his offense is even able to hold up a little bit, you could really see the Broncos start to rack up some wins. So I think this is just a low risk, high reward investment for Russell Wilson's 2012 Topps Chromes. But without further ado, we are going to hop right into the next pick, and that is going to be Justin Fields. Now, Justin Justin Fields really came onto the scene last year where he got the attention of so many investors. Of course, his team was not quite there. He was playing amazing, but his team wasn't quite there. And I believe, with some changes made around him, the level that Justin Fields was playing at, I believe his cards are going to be very hot leading into next season. There could be some believers in his career that are going to be willing to put in a lot more money into his market. So I believe he's going to be another player that is really hot going into next season. And I just think the speculation around Justin Fields and just him being that mobile quarterback who just happens to break out and be almost like a running back as well, in terms of just his mobility and his ability to run. So that's what I think. He's just such an exciting player to watch, and I think there's going to be a lot of hype leading into Justin Fields' card market next season. So I would try to buy in sooner than later, because I believe the hype, just like Trevor Lawrence, is going to build up a little bit sooner than expected. Now, without further ado, we are going to hop right into our next pick, and that is going to be Josh Allen. Now, Josh Allen, his cards were incredibly hot last season, but they really started to slow down. Josh Allen's card market has gone down between 50 and 70% across the board over the last year or so. And I believe it's causing a pretty good buying opportunity if you are someone who is willing to take the chance that Josh Allen is going to finally figure it out and find a way for the Bills to win. Because he is, of course, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. One of the craziest arms we've ever seen. So I do believe that there is going to be some great opportunity in Josh Allen's market, given his prices have come down a lot, and given the Bills are one of the best teams in the AFC. So I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Once again, if you would like to enter into the Jamal Murray giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, comment the word done, and stay tuned on my Instagram for updates. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm out. Peace.